I think for the first time since I've been a consultant, a specialist, at the beginning I wasn't sure what to do. I was trying to provide patients with the best care, but surprises kept happening. We hadn't seen this disease before, and I came home, I remember a few times thinking, I don't know if I've done the right thing at work. It was difficult. Patients were behaving very differently to other diseases, and that was difficult. As a senior member of the clinical team, people come to me for answers.
There's definitely a lot of pressure and expectation. Most scientists, like, their ultimate dream is to work on a technology or medicine or something that would potentially have a positive impact on human health, right? And so being able to work on a vaccine in this pandemic, I think, has just been such a cool opportunity for all of us that it's really a privilege to be in this position as opposed to, stressful.
As it's unprecedented times, it's just the not knowing. Is what I'm doing really going to make a massive impact? Is it the case where I'm exposing myself to the virus? Like, it's just all these questions come into your head, and then on top of that, the workload has been completely crazy, so no one really can relate apart from other healthcare or key workers.
So both my children volunteered straight away to help, and we became an NHS family. Even my son, who's not medical, was delivering medicines for our pharmacy and spending time in the community helping. And I think that has been a real leveller, the fact that we were all able to rise to the occasion and become part of the community and help people. It's been a real source of strength.
I think the only thing I've done differently is I've taken up cycling. I think, it was a particularly stressful time, and trying to, particularly on the clinical front, trying to just escape during a period of national lockdown was quite important to me. So I ended up, like middle-aged men, buying a bit of Lycra. That's something I've done to cope.
I think the first few months are not going to be very different to 2020. I think we're not out of the woods yet, but at the risk of mixing my metaphors now, I think there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Beforehand, there's never been an approved RNA vaccine before because it's a relatively new technology. So to see two of the first candidates that are RNA vaccines and be so effective is really great. I think it's just totally going to change the way that we make vaccines in the future.
Feeling very much more optimistic, really. I think we shouldn't underestimate the challenges that are ahead of us, not least in rolling out a vaccine to 50, 60 million people in due course. But obviously that has started, and I think that really does suggest that come April, there'll be times that things will be changing. And I very much hope that we're going to see much less restriction. I've got a summer holiday booked last year that's been deferred to this year, and I'm very much hoping I can get on it.
I think one of the most important things that seems to have come out of this period is a real focus on the structural problems that we have in society. Part of that story has been the really tragic toll that COVID has taken on minorities that are disadvantaged, and a realisation about the circumstances in which people are operating and the valuable role that they play in society. It's a really human story, and I really hope that we can learn to value what we need to value